Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And that's gone loose.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's well spotted. Saka. And here's Messi. Well, that has not gone well. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, over the years I've seen some great defensive leaders, and this guy, Ruben Dias, lives up to all of that, especially the way he just dictates where he wants his teammates to be positioned. Just always seems to have that picture, and when it comes to passing, he pretty much just leaves that to everyone else.
Chance to finish! What a hit, the save was firm.
Malaysia were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
And here's Neymar.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Header! Goal!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And the pass is intercepted. Xavi Alonso. Messi. And they've got a throw. Thuram. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Looks to go up and over. Well timed, excellent interception. Vieira.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe! And that tested the keeper.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Van Bouten cuts it out. It's a really well-measured ball. Well read, nice interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found the way through. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pirlo, played out wide. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Malaysia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. Vieira! Decent enough try.
Vieira has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
That pass has been well intercepted. And that's a throw-in. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Great ball, and he's in here. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. Davids. Tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Well, that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Roberto Carlos. And that has been cleared. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Saka!
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until...
Gets his head to it! Just off target. And he was quick to react. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Messi. He's in plenty of space here. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. The final seconds now. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the action is back on the way.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Pass is just off target. Saka has it out wide and in space. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Pirlo going full tilt down the left. Roberto Carlos. Well, there's the clearance.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Thuram.
Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 11, viene sostituito con il numero 22.
Opts for safety. Cristiano Ronaldo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. And it's Rivaldo. Now this could be a chance.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's onside. Now it's Schneider. Pirlo. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Thuram. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this
Milan are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Back into the middle. Now it's Rivaldo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Maldini gets across to intercept that. Davids. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That is good alertness. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Rummenigge. It's a pretty loose pass. It's run loose here.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Rivaldo. Rivaldo going face-to-face with his great rival. Rummenigge. And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And it's Snyder. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pirlo. Can he latch on to this? He's in space and looking for options. It's a mighty effort! Danger averted for now.
Malaysia can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
And that is a little undercooked. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Might want to be careful there.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Neymar. So that's it. It is all over. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. The action has already started. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He has found a way through. Now it's Eto'o. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's
pulled him up for that challenge. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Mbappe. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Sane. And he skips past his man. Now this could be a chance. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Can he finish? Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. First quarter of an hour gone. He is through here. Tries a shot! Goal! Bastia! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Not the most accurate pass. Van Bouten. Milan looking to pass their way through. Now it's Del Piero. No, he's not getting past him there. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
And here's Messi. Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bastia with the corner, there first. Messi goes short. He's had a shot! And he comes up trumps again. Bastia have their second corner now. Messi with the short one. And here's Del Piero. Del Piero! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And here's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, they could be caught out here. Great hit! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Can he put it away?
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, terrible pass. Has a go! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And it has to be said, an absolute gift. Bastia are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming?
There's chance! Keeper always had the measure of that.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
And here's Messi. Davids. Lovely bit of skill. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And as you can see, we've already started here.
It's impossible to ignore the genius that is Andrea Pirlo. He plays a deeper midfield role, but his whole game is designed to spray passes forward.
Just one of a kind.
Yeah, these guys now are almost extinct.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Has a look and...
Alonso!
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Played out to the right. Gurusinga. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Well read, nice interception. And he's picked out the run. And he's certainly onside here. And here's Neymar. Now it's Xabi Alonso. Mbappe. Great chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's big chance. Gurusinga! No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Maldini cuts out the pass, engages and forces him off the ball. Maldini makes the interception. Now it's Mbappe. And no, that was never going to make it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Van Nistelrooy is wide and looking to get onto this. And he thumps it clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Now it's Neymar. Now that's well seen too. Couldn't squeeze it through. Van Bouten threads one in. And a shot! Goal! Colo Colo! And the comeback is complete. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And he was alert to it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Colo Colo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now, what about a counter-attack? And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Thuram spots it and intercepts. He's in plenty of space here. And the shot! He scores! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Colo Colo go two up and into a position of real... Neymar! Well, that is one way to stop him. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Xabi Alonso. Conte. Conte! Now, who's going to be first to this? Played out towards the right wing. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, easy pickings there. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That is a great pick out. Has a go! And it's there! And again. They simply do not know what has hit them.
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Goes down, but nothing given. Mateus does really well to win the ball there. And they've got rid. Maldini. And we hit half-time. And the action is back on the way.
Milan now need to set about their task very professionally. If they do, then the chances will come, and from there, the focus will zoom in on their finishing.
Van Bouten. That's a good ball out wide. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge, and he was quick to react. He's looking to set free a runner. It is a corner. Milan with the corner, there first. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Colo have the chance to go the other way. Conte. Xavi Alonso. And here's Van Nistelrooy! And that should get the job done. He won't be happy with that one. Messi. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now the finish! It's off target and by quite a way.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Eto'o. Hits one! Mbappe has found the net here, of course.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Great ball, and he's in here. And he's there to retrieve it. No foul, says the referee.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call...
Oh, he's been... Rummenigge! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's having a go. Tries to get it clear. And they're back on the ball again. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's intervened well there. Xavi Alonso. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe is onto this. And that is a truly outstanding save.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
That pass has been well intercepted. Neymar takes control of it, and he's on the move. Shot a goal! Rudiger has got himself a free kick.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 30, Messi. Numero 7, lasciano il campo per il numero 10, Cristiano Ronaldo, il numero 22.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And through to the goalkeeper. Now that looks a decent ball. And Van Nistelrooy! They've done it!
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Numero 17.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Conte, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent hit! And he's there to clear it. Milan, damn it! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Conte. Oh, that's well spotted. Neymar. Oh, played through for the wide man. That's a shade optimistic. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Puyol. And it's Puyol. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And that will be it. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Mbappe! Chiesa did just about enough to come out on top there. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's their first effort on goal.
He trapped it expertly, Peter, and released it very differently.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now they can spring out of defence. Pellegrini, he's got away. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's going to go a long way. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Oh, easy pickings there. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think Scamacca's first objective here, Peter, is to dominate the opposition defence. And being 6'5", that certainly helps his cause. If he's able to get his way and can become the focal point of the attack and the main source of what they're bringing forward, then he could well turn out to be the match winner.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Nicely aimed pass. Pellegrini. Messi could move up a gear here. It's a promising position. DiMarco did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shot a goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Maldini tries to clear. Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Sané. And it's Belletti. Sané. Sané. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Locatelli. Great ball and he's in here. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Xavi Alonso. Messi. Locatelli gets a foot in here. DiMarco.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
DiMarco, foot in. Can he get it through?
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
There's a searching pass. DiMarco. Scamacca. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. And no, that is pretty much... Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This is their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Chance to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Xavi Alonso. Shot could be on. Scamacca.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And that has been clubbed away. Pellegrini. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Messi. Cambiasso. That's Chiesa. Pellegrini. Scamacca. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Vinicius Junior. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So there was the first half.
Milan ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And Messi! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
So we have the first goal.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager.
And the shot! It's in! 2 to the good! They have breathing space! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Back into the middle. It's a good spell of possession, this. Crossed into the box. De Gea deals with it effortlessly.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 71.898 spettatori.
Aims beyond the defence. Nice bit of trickery. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Vinicius Junior. Messi. Messi! And more and more and more! And the lead is extended still further. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That has been cut short. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Fagioli. Xavi Alonso. Chance here to counter. Vinicius Junior. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's an inviting ball. He's had it taken off him. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Cambiasso. Vertegen. No way through there. And he was quick to react. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Bastoni. And here's Scamacca. And here's Chiesa. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Belletti. Great run on the overlap here. Messi. Milan are coasting towards victory. That's a little off target. Vinicius and the shot! It's a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. He's beaten the last man! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now the finish! It's in! How many? Just how many? The golf in class is vast.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. 4 extra minutes added on. Barcola. And here's Messi. Big chance! Oh, denied at the last.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And it's hoisted clear. Look at this decent hit! Keeper always had the measure of that.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a doubt, it
everybody,
is the
and
week's
welcome
most
to today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. Has a goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Gently done. Pullet has it in a wide position. De Gea claims it. Vieira. Oh, that's a key interception. Seedorf might just make this. And he's picked out the run. That's tidy. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Great ball, great hit! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Mbappe, Sané, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Eto'o. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And it's Eto'o. He's going to be disappointed with that. Sané. Sané unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now this could be a chance. This might spell danger. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And it's Sané. And here's Messi. And he's and Messi! Oh, taken with style. They are right back in business.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
BG Pathum United clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bastoni. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And it's corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, important interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, super ball. Now the finish! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Messi. Bastoni gets across and deals with it. And it's Messi. Well, they've got it again. Oh, he's found support out wide. Seedorf. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Costa Curta. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that's put paid to a promising move. Messi, that is good alertness. And here's Eto'o. Messi. Thuram.
Minutes has been indicated.
Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, this is a great position. It's a goal! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
There's the whistle for half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
And that is a little undercooked. Referee's given a throw. Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
That is ended up in no man's land. Bullet. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Couldn't squeeze it through. Gets his pass away.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Costa Curta with the clearance. Thuram. Oh, he's been caught napping. And they can counter here.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And it's Maldini. Milan looking to pass their way through. And he was alert to it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Messi. Picked out brilliantly. Hits one! He's scored!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Milan are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, super find. Oh, that was vital. Yeah. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, it's Seedorf. Rummenigge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Interesting ball. Well, nicely intercepted. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Substitution.
He's not got that quite right. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And here's Eto'o. Nice control. Rummenigge.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Decent hit! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
After 80
Well,
minutes.
I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
And it's Seedorf.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
And that should get the job done.
This is what good chemistry...
Header! Goal! And they've got their lead back. What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, I just think they've kept at it and got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
He's got away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
He's
had a hit! It's in! Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And now he has two. So all square with almost no time remaining. And Messi! Oh, that's fabulous. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance.
Rummenigge. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
Hello! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Pirlo did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Nice bit of trickery. Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rijkaard. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Mbappe. Bastoni cuts it out. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Seedorf. No, that's been intercepted. Davids. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Sané. Sané will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Sané making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Conte. Casemiro. Distributed tidily. Sané. Oh, what a ball! Rodri with the clearance. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, it's Alonso! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! A finish of true class! And Milan have the lead! And that's it. That was always inevitable. I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Belletti. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Messi. And here's Sané. And Sané! Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. He's had it taken off him. And he's only too happy to take that back.
That's good play from him.
Mbappe. Keeper sees it all the way. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they can counter here. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter.
Decent hit! And that would have been some goal.
Well, I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
Maldini. It's Xabi Alonso. Bastoni. Milan looking to pass their way through.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, the ball's gone astray. Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Big chance! Must be! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's got him rattled. This is their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's another good win of the ball. Maldini. Casemiro. Conte. And it's Messi.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Mbappe. Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
There's a sharp little ball here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And there's the end of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Some resolute defending there. Casemiro. Mbappe. He might be in here! Bastoni has given away a free kick. Oh, that was close. And he's had it nicked away. Xavi Alonso looking understandably energised after his goal. Rodri.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And that is exemplary defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Sané. Sané! He scores! A century of appearances and a goal so richly deserved. That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Bastoni. He has found the way through. Oh, important interception. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah,
Mbappe gets through on his own. Mbappe! Messi. Sané. Oh, that's a nice ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Carvajal. Mbappe! Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Xavi Alonso. And it's Maldini. And that's really well manoeuvred. It's a good spell of possession, this. Bellingham. And it's Conte. Mbappe. He's got away. There's the shot! And one more try! No, poor contact. Nothing on the shot.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe, he's had a shot! Sticks it away!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
McAllister. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's been cut out, well played. Neymar. Messi.
That was lovely, that.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Big header! It's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost Mbappe! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Conte, looking for the runner. Gets his pass away. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
The perfect tackle. He's been superb.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's found the way through. And that's that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. Oh, he's been caught napping! Palmer. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Konate is there to clear. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That looks a good ball through. He has found the way through. Can he put it away? They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Davis gets good distance on it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Bastoni with the clearance. Xavi Alonso. And it's Maldini. Foot in. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Palmer. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. In for the pieces! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he was quick to react. Now it's Beckham. He's under a lot of pressure there. Sané. He's looking wide. Beckham. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Sané. Goes down, but nothing given. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Torres. Stood up well to him there. Mbappe. Can he finish? They've scored! AC Milan are all square.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Milan really could have done without this. Look of amusement and dismay from the culprit, but the referee clearly thinks there was enough there for a penalty. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. Goal! Milan! Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Milan go into the lead. Oh, easy pickings there. Sané. Oh, that's well spotted. Timber makes the interception. And it's Sané. That is good alertness. Torres. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. In with the challenge.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that is masterful defending.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is...
There's the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, and he's through the middle. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Bastoni gathers from the goal kick. And it's Xabi Alonso. That has been cut short. Beckham.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Messi is fouled. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? Looking to widen the gap even further here. And he thumps it clear. Fernando Torres. No foul, says the referee. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
And he's there to retrieve it. Beckham. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2-1. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Beckham plays it short. Messi. Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, Red, nice interception. That's really well cleared. Decent hit! They've done it! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. In with a header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Belletti. There will be a throw-in.
La
Guardiola does well to get it back.
953 spettatori.
Almost an hour gone. For Xavi Alonso. Now it's Sané. Well, there's the clearance. And here's Mbappe. Timber.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Mbappe. And it's Guardiola. He could be in here. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Xavi Alonso. He can run onto that. Mbappe. Fernando Torres. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Numero 22. Viene sostituito con il numero 18. Neymar.
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Bastoni cuts it out. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the shot! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Now it's Pulisic. He's shifting through the gears here. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 30.
Milan
Messi.
have, after
Il
this,
numero 4.
one further
Il numero
opportunity
26.
to make a
Cambio di
substitution.
giocatore.
Very nicely done. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. That's been cut out, well played. Davids. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8. Xavi Alonso. Lascia il campo per il numero 13.
Now it's Messi. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's picked his way through.
Cristiano Ronaldo, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder.
And the finish! And yes, it's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike.
Ha segnato all'85esimo.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries a shot.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Big chance. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mbappe. Oh, good-looking ball. Neymar. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ci saranno 5
The
minuti di
defence
recupero.
just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mbappe. And the shot! Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. And that's an errant pass. No, that was never going to make it. Neymar, he's found a way through. Can he finish? Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but... Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Onana. Davids did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And he's managed to get free. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Sané. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. They've got to be quick to recover this.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
And he's hit it long. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi. Chance here to counter. Now it's Messi. Messi! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Messi really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Bastoni. So we're still where we started right now.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's through here. Look at the space here. It's one! And again! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Onana. That's been cut out, well played.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's well spotted. Indonesia applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Indonesia have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And he's had a hit! Opts to play it back. It's Alonso! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Xabi Alonso clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Front-footed pressing going on here. Costa Curta. Onana. Out to the right. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Messi, Sané, and the finish! Sticks it away!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. He's tried one! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Indonesia have their second corner now. Deftly away. And that's a throw. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, such a clever touch. And he has been fouled there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Elustondo. And that's an excellent interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Costa Curta. Here's Onana. Gavi. Safi Sali. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Xavi Alonso. Now Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Davids. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look.
And if you do have a
Neither
chance
side
today,
holding
please
back
take
here.
some time
It
out
has
to give
been
your
quite a
supporters
half,
a
this.
better stadium
Well, it
fund.
remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, important interception. And he's heaved it away. Davids. Xavi Alonso. And it's Sané. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Sané, now it's Messi. All facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Indonesia appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front. Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Milan are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Safi Sali, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Indonesia have reclaimed it. Oh, good-looking ball. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed.
Real chance! Oh, another save.
Substitutions taking place.
Indonesia have their third corner. Adams! And he hits the net! Two up and threatening to pull clear!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Substitution.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Bastoni gets it away. He is Mbappe! It's there! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! Terrible error, duly punished. Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's free, he has got space.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Goalkeeper's ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Milan have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Now it's Messi. Rafinha makes the interception. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fiddles it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Indonesia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Conte! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Alessandro Bastoni. Number 13. Number 15.
And that is as